Hi everyone, I am Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth, Virgo, for September of 2020. Always remember the spirit is beautiful, and so are you. Astrologically, we start the month of September off, Virgo, with a full moon at 10 degrees Pisces in your seventh house. You are closing down a chapter in your life, and things that are no longer working have to be left behind. And you know this. You're thinking things out before you express yourself within your relationships. Reacting emotionally isn't working anymore. So, you've always been attached to your friendships. Even when your children have used power plays to control you about those friendships. And on the 5th, we have Mercury moving into Libra, into your second house of ethics, morals, values, and finances. And while Mercury is here, you will be communicating your morals and your ethics for others to see. Then the next day, on the 6th, we have Venus in Leo in your 12th house. And you have learned to shine your light through sharing your spiritual side, which has allowed you to experience love of self and for others in a deep and profound way. Now, on the 9th, we have Mars going retrograde in Aries in your 8th house until November 13th, which is Friday the 13th. And the 8th house is the most intimate part of your chart. Now, this is a time that you will be looking at the actions you have taken in your intimate relationships, and what you want to change in those relationships and what you actually need in a relationship. You have to see the reality of who a person is by being practical. A real relationship is not built on illusions of what you want a person to be. They are an individual with their own wants and thoughts, and you have to leave behind the idolization of another, because every time you do this, they will fall from the pedestal, if a relationship isn't built on reality. Now, on the 12th, we have Jupiter stationing direct in your 5th house in Capricorn. Hard house to have Capricorn in, because the 5th house deals with, your creative life, your dating life, and issues are going to expand in your creative life and dating life and with children. Now, you have to be grounded, okay, and practical in your choices right now in these areas, because and I know you have always been passionate and lived by that passion, but you have to use your higher mind and think first, because the passion's not getting you anywhere. You want to change your choices there, and you will. Now, then on the 17th, we have a new moon in your sign, Virgo. This is your first house, and you can have the new beginning that you most want, as long as you are practical in your choices. Then on the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Libra in your second house. This house, is pretty much self-explanatory, because You're sharing your ethics, morals, and values with others, which is showing how much love you have in your soul. And because of this, your relationships have become more loving. You had to make the changes within you because the criticisms that were given to you by others and as a child or partners, whoever, you know, these structures made you feel powerless and unable to change. And you know that your actions were due to the resentments you held against those who hurt you. But you were the one who paid the price, not them. Now, on the 27th, we have Mercury moving again, and it's going into Scorpio, your third house of trips around the neighborhood, your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins, you know, and you're communicating your thoughts about the pain that you carried in your life through deep and meaningful relationships. And, you know, you've learned to stop hiding the warmth of your soul from the pain of the past because you've come to realize they're responsible for their choices as you're responsible for yours. And, you know, because of that, you want to share the love and light that you have, you know, and you just have to learn how to share it because, yeah, again, with Capricorn being there, Capricorn's like, you know, he's hard. And what I mean by that, because on the 29th, Saturn stations direct in Capricorn. And for you that don't know, Saturn rules Capricorn. And, you know, it's in your fifth house of love, joy, and happiness. And Saturn, you know, is like the grandfather that he tries to take all the joy out of everything. And he wants you to be responsible. But he wants you to be responsible for your own joy, for your own dating life, and for your children, you know, because you have a hard time in this area because you won't let go of responsibility. You feel you have to be responsible for everything. And, you know, and to everyone, because you've been doing that since you were a child. And you have to let go of being responsible for everyone and everything because they're responsible for their self just like you are. And their self-serving actions have put them where they are, not you, okay? It's not your responsibility. Now, for the tarot cards for the month of September, I drew obstacles and challenges, and I'm using the psychic cards. But obstacles and challenges is ruled by the crown chakra. And you're looking at your spiritual side and how the challenges in your life have led you to where you're at right now. You know, you're looking at the bigger picture of where changes were needed in your life. And, you know, life is about learning, and you won't be anyone's victim anymore. You're going to take this knowledge with you. And the only thing I'm asking you right now at this point, Virgo, is to ask yourself how you can shine. Okay? Now, so the summary for you, Virgo, for the month of September, it's about looking at how your spiritual side has changed the choices you're making in your life. with the most intimate relationships in your life. And as a result of all of this, it has changed your ethics, morals, and values in life. So, Virgo, have a great September, and we will see you in October. Remember that the spirit is beautiful, and so are you.